Hey sports fans, how are we doing today? So I got a special request on showing how to like re-wrap an overgrip, so I'm going to do that real quick. So what you need for that obviously is the overgrips themselves. You know, they come in different styles, whatever. They all come with the little tape thing wrapped around it or separately. I like a little electrical tape personally. And you're going to need a pair of scissors because these are tennis racket grips, so they're a little longer. All right. So bear with me as I use a little tripod here. Okay, so here we got our grip, and we've got our overgrip. Now you'll notice that the end of the overgrip is cut at an angle, and then there's this little tab here. They almost all have this. So we're going to take that off. So now that is our starting point, okay? So we want to start on the thin end of the paddle. Now for the first wrap, we're going to go right up against the butt cap. And we're going to come down just till we cover. So that's one wrap. Sometimes there'll be a little gap here depending on how the butt cap is, but if you just kind of pull it tight, the material's pretty stretchy. So we want to keep it tight but not overly tight. We don't want to actually, if you pull, it thins it out. So we just want to keep it taut. So now here's my secret to wrapping. So the paddle handle, the handle that comes with the paddle, already has a pattern on it. Now this one is a Yola. It's got like a ridged area. So that's going to be our guide to keep us straight when we wrap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow this ridge, right? So now by following this ridge, every pass, you'll see that the result is that it keeps the wrap nice and neat, and it's going to keep the overlap the same, right? So I'm going to be just to the side of this ridge here. Sometimes you'll also have like these kind of patterns, these perf holes, so you can line it up with like, let's say that top layer perf holes or whatever works. For me personally, I like the overgrip to be, I don't know, about a third overlapping the one above it. Again, the handle is gonna kind of dictate that a little bit depending on the under wrap, you know, the factory handle. That's going to affect it. So we're just going to go around and around. Again, we're just trying to keep it straight. You know, you can adjust your overlap here if it's too much. Make sure there's no wrinkles in it like that. Okay, so we're coming down. All right. And it definitely helps if you lay the paddle down on the surface because it'll hold it, right? Okay, so now when we get to the end, this is where things get interesting, right? So now what we're looking for is, you know, this has a definite angle, right? So we're going to take our scissors and we're going to just cut straight across to match up that angle. You don't have to be too neat with this because you are going to cover it, but you want the grip to be there. So what I'm going to do here, again, a little close up. Okay, so I'm ending my grip there. Like that. Okay, that's where my electrical tape, if I drop it on the floor, of course, and then I lose the end. So this is great video production as usual. All right. So we'll stick this back like that. We'll take our tape and we're gonna just go around nice and tight, pulling it tight. Do about 3 wraps, and then I'm just gonna snap it off. Boom. Now it's kind of optional. If you want to put like the tape that comes with it on, that's great. If you have one of these kind of the rubber, you know, things that go with the paddle, great. I usually get rid of those because I don't like them. I tend to have my finger rest here, so I'm also going to take a moment, kind of get rid of those wrinkles, get it the way I like it. Boom, there you go. Enjoy.